Good day. It's good to be here this morning. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you so much for today. Thank you for another opportunity. And I thank you for all your grace, your mercy, your kindness, and your goodness to me. Thank you for all of your blessings and your provisions. I ask that you would give me wisdom and discernment as I go into the markets, and I pray that anyone that's joining in would also have wisdom and skills. I ask these things in the name of Jesus, Yeshua. Amen. All right. Let's take a look at the news and see what's going on. The Royal Bank of Australia statement by the Monetary Policy Board, monetary policy decision. As its meeting today, the board decided to increase the cash rate target by 25 basis points to 3.85%. While inflation has fallen substantially since its peak in 2022, it picked up materially in the second half of 2025. What? U.S. government shutdown. Hey Larry, good morning. Is the government shut down? Tell me that's not happening again. Not because I enjoy the government, because I enjoy the volatility of the market. Tentative events are subject to delay, revision, or cancellation. Am I lagging, or is it okay this morning? The government is not shut down. Okay, what is the forex factory doing then?
Employment report will be delayed. The employment report was due, but because of the shutdown, it's delayed.
Oh, I see. Data is just delayed. Okay. So actually just nothing to be concerned about this morning, not even. The New Zealand dollar has their employment rate later today. That's not going to affect today's session. Oh, I didn't realize there was a partial shutdown. Yeah, that's the exciting part, is one never knows with Trump. All right, well, let's just go do some trading. Okay, let's look at what's going on in the daily. Just gonna clean up all these levels from yesterday. So this week we've been following through on the bear side, really trying to bust back through this level it's sitting on right now. It's tried to go through it a little and it's kind of bouncing back up off of it. So a precarious spot, that's for sure. I don't even know what to do with it. We're gonna probably we don't even have really a catalyst today, so maybe this is my guess is we'll have a little bit more of a consolidation type day in here in this level. So I can hardly even say which way to go, so I'll probably just go both sides today. Go down to the 1 hour chart. I mean, the most recent flow is still heading downward. But we've had a couple tests of that level we went to yesterday. Oh, we went even further. What? 1.18? We're just bouncing around, but it actually went down even further. 1.17783. 774. So it kind of teased everybody, dipping a little bit lower. But yeah, I see this as being a pretty good place for it to consolidate. Or you can go, I don't know, you can go whatever way you want. I'm probably just going to be happy to go either way. Try to not be biased. So right at a pretty good level right now. I'm just going to sell into this up run. Oh yeah, 10,133 is the starting. 133 cents. 10,133 cents. Just got to write that down. 10,133 cents. Balance. Okay, nice round number to start things out. Taking profits right away. Does my audio seem good, Larry? Is it laggy at all? I'm also just going to buy this dip. I need to turn down my volume. Audio's good. Cool, thank you. It's really nice to meet Vin yesterday. Thanks for letting him know and bringing him in. Chatted with him a little bit after. Yeah, I can't run Alveo. I still can't. Alveo's slow for you. Oh, Nice. Very good. That's amazing. All right, I'll just put some levels in here. It's a pretty good spot there. It's another spot here. Maybe another spot in here. Just took profit on the buy. Just gonna get ready to short it again. Right in here. Then I will also short it at the top of this current leg. And then at this line, and then at this line. How far away is that? 6 pips more after. So I'll get maybe 1 or 2 more in here. Then I'll wait for it to run up and I'll put a heavier layer up there. Gonna get one more little short up where it's at. I'll just be careful to see how it gets to that line. I'm not sure whether I'm finding a top in here or not, so we'll just wait and see. Last night I had a little trading session. It was pretty good. It's actually really good volatility last night during the Tokyo. Traded all through here. And then a nice another section right through here. That was right before bed. Took these shorts up through here, made a good chunk, closed out, and went to bed. That's where I got the extra few dollars from yesterday. Okay, take another short right on the line. Actually, I'm going to get in 2 there. If it can bump back down, I'll probably just remove that bottom one, just as a quick little scalp. My sound is quiet. Good morning, Vin. Oh, I'm gonna fix that problem. Guys, I'm just gonna put my other little mic on charge. Is this better, Vin? Testing. It looks good on my end now. My mic was actually dying. It's just a little bit better. Um, hmm. Everything looks good and standard on my end. Larry, does it seem like it's good on your end, or is it quiet for you? Okay, I'm not sure if there's much else I can. Okay, you're good there too. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I think it was just my mic was dying. So I think we're good now. Nice to have you back, Vin. Really glad to have you. All right. We can take some profits on that upper layer. It's also a turning point. There's one profit. I'm going to just remove that bottom one. There we go. Now just one more left on the account. I'm also going to go long at the same time. Vin, I was just going over earlier that we're right on that level, and just a spot where there's just a really good chance we're going to see some back and forth today. So I'm just have a really unbiased approach on the day, but you can take it however you want. I will still demonstrate what I do the exact same way. And if I can get some profit on that short, I'll just go back into the longs again. Okay, there's profit on the short, so I'm going to go long again. You're going long today? Yeah, I think it's good for sure. Had a shower already. You're just wide awake and good to go. Still trying to wake up on my end. I like to get a little bit of exercise in before I get to the computer so I don't look like I'm dying when I get out of bed, because sometimes that's the way I look. Vin's ears are clear now. They're completely clear, Larry. Just putting one more long right on this level right in here. See if it's going to break through. And if it does, I got this next level, and I'll put two or three trades in here. And then if I can get profit on that layer, I'll take off, mitigate the risk and take some losses on the top side of that. Oh, that's so cool. You guys are always teasing each other. Good old brotherly love. 1:20 in the afternoon for you, Vin. Have you had a good morning? Get some trading in the London session? Okay, you might be seeing an apex candle in here. This could be the apex candle. At the moment it is, and it tried to break it. So we could be seeing a 3-bar reversal forming in here on the 1-minute chart. I'm going to add another long to fit inside this consolidation now, inside this 1-minute candle, apex or a nadir candle. I'm just a little bit heavier today because my bias is no bias. I'm like right in the middle today, and I can see a good tug of war back and forth, and so I'm kind of a little bit heavier on both sides today. But I could be wrong and end up paying for that. So we will see. I just feel pretty confident I could make money on both sides. Okay, get one more. No, it's a little too early still. There's one more. Now I gotta hold up, and I gotta wait till it gets down to the red line before I keep going long. Not so good. Made a few greens, then lost it all when I was messing before it turned to the upside. So you made a few good trades, and you ended up losing your profits. What happened? Tell me with detail what happened so that you can relay it to yourself as well. Oh, I'm sorry. I had muted my mic. I was just adding a couple last trades in that last layer there, and just trying to get my targets below these body highs right in here. I was just trying to get my targets in there. So those ones were fitting in there. And now we may have an apex candle. This one could be our apex candle at the moment. And starting to break and trigger that 3-bar reversal. So if I can get a little profit on this stack, I'm going to take off the loss on the other side just to mitigate the risk. I like to continually shave off the risk every time I get the opportunity. And keep that constant flow of adding risk, gaining some profits, shaving the risk, adding risk, getting some profits, then shaving off the risk. Kind of keep that ebb and flow. Okay, so not 3-bar reversal. It's actually turning to the downside. And try to turn back to the upside again. Now, if we can break that high, which it just did, we should hit some profit right on that spot. Okay, there's one trade. If I can get that next one, I can shave off some risk. Oh, just bounced off the other target. Okay, if it pops down, I'll grab another buy at the bottom. And didn't quite get the opportunity. So trying to make a break to the downside. I'm going to get one more trade back in here as it's trying to turn back up. See if this turns into an apex candle. Didn't really get a great position on that. But I gotta try and shave off some risk on the next opportunity. I'm actually gonna get a short on in here too, right in there. in case it goes down again. So there's some profit. And there's another one. I'm going to take off the risk on the top side for a loss. Now I'm going to get into another short. I understand maybe if this is a little bit confusing, but I am just doing an inverse pyramid of sizing on each side. Yep. Is my audio working, Larry? I am talking. Okay, if it pops up, I'll get another short on. Okay, just taking some profit on the short side. So I'm gonna go long again and remove that sell on the bottom. And now through that process, I've shaved off a lot of risk because I took some profits on both sides. But I still would like an up leg to try and get some of these other profits off. I'm just kind of leaning towards we've got a 3-bar reversal and the potential turn on this down leg. It may not follow through, so I'll just be getting ready to shave off some risk as soon as I get the opportunity again. I'm gonna add one more long. Then if I can get that stack, I'll take another loss off the top side. And just barely closing above the high of the previous candle. So giving it a 3-bar reversal back to the upside. And there's some one profit target hit. Okay, got both profit targets. And gotta take off that last loss right there. Okay, so now I've got just one small position size left to hit. And I'm actually just going to short here as well. Because on the 1 minute chart, we've now run up 4 pips on that last leg. So in this leg, we had a run from here to here, and that was 7 pips. And then the next bull leg, we're currently sitting around 4 pips. And I'm always trying to fade the ends of the price cycles on the 1 minute chart. So once the price runs 4, 5, 6, 7 pips, I'm starting to fade the ends of that price cycle. Okay, another profit target hit. And another one. If we can get one more push, I'll go short again. And just nab that last target. Didn't quite get there. Just going to get that trade history off there for the moment. It's just kind of in the way. Just missed that last long target. But at this point, I don't really care because I'm just going on both sides. So as long as at the moment, as long as I fade the ends of these price cycles, my chances of hitting my targets are really high. So here we go for another shot at the long side. How's your trading going this morning, Larry? You still trading that challenge account? Okay, I'm just gonna take the small profit on that bull trade. It's just struggling there, so I'm just gonna take that profit. It might pop up, but I'm just seeing it run out of steam, so just take it for now. If it can pop up, I'll get another short back on there. Yeah, it's just, it was not able to do it. It was really running out of steam to the long side. Yeah, we've got one more reversal on the 1 minute chart. Oh, just barely bumping into that take profit. And here's the apex candle for the moment for the downside. And so we have closed below it now, so it is confirmed 3-bar reversal to the downside. Oh, just bumped into that target and didn't hit it again. So I gotta really get my positioning just right. I want to really get a good fade on the ends of these price cycles because I've noticed a few times I keep on just missing my targets. So I've got to really get my entries a little bit more on point, a little bit better. Okay, it's going to try to get that short again. And now it's sitting right on those lows, so I'm going to just stretch this one out a little bit down to this next low. Because if it breaks these couple lows, it should probably go just a little bit further. That's just a really minor adjustment, and yeah, it's not even breaking it now. Just what I'm seeing here in real time is we've got this little area of support that's being built. So I can either take my profit here, which I think I'm just going to take my profit there now. I'm going to bring that target in as it's shrinking volatility in here. So I'm going to just bump that target up. I'll take a little bit less profit for the sake of gaining probability on this trade setup. I'm okay with that. I would rather gain probability and just make a little bit less. I want to stay in as high probability as possible at all times. Always keeping that market close to me, keeping my targets close. See, there we go, just missed it again. I'm gonna just take that profit. Okay, there we go. We got that profit. And now it breaks. That's okay. If it drops further, I'll buy up the bottoms again. So if it comes back into that red line or maybe down to here, But you can see, look at that. The market came right back up. I'm going to short it again. Just barely peaked below that. So we're getting kind of this shrinking volatility in here. But if I can trade inside this consolidation and take a few pips, that's good. So I'm going to just bring that target in, see if I can get another opportunity to make some profit inside this consolidation. And if it runs up, I'll just short it again. Back into these highs. And there's the profit target hit. I'm going to go long. Just bring that target in just a tiny little bit. Stay inside that, get that target hit before it has to break the long side. So here's the history. I didn't quite get my 2 pips on these, but I did get some profits on them. I got 3 that are not quite my full $1 trade, or 2 pips. My 2 pips equals $1. So I'm trading 0.05 lot size. So I just hit a little bit less than 2 pips on these, but had good high probability on hitting those. And now the market is finally trying to break to the downside. And I'm already out of my shorts, which is good. I don't need it to break in order to get my profits. But here it goes. It is starting to break. And it popped right back into consolidation again. It's having a hard time. Now it seems like it's finally trying to break to the downside. Take one more long if it pushes a bit deeper. Right there. You get 2 on that push. That was a pretty aggressive push, actually. Oh, that's right on the hour. That's why. We just turned into the new hour. So we're seeing a little bit of volatility come back into the market, which is good. And I maybe shouldn't have put 2 trades on there. I didn't realize what was happening there. So we may see some follow through. So I'm going to have to just hold up on adding positions until we get there. We can get one in there. There. Okay, now I've got to hold on those longs. And then we've got another layer down here. And then another layer down here. And then all the way back down there. So we got another few support points on that side of the market. If I can get that first stack hit, then I'll also take a loss on the top side just to keep mitigating the risk and keep that good ebb and flow of risk management moving. So that was a 5.5 pip leg on that candle. But from pivot to pivot, we're now 10 pips on that downward price cycle. In a little mini consolidation zone now on this little bull candle. Right. Oh, why is that not going? Okay, we've got a little. Hey, my thing's not drawing. Just this mini zone of consolidation. Looks like we're going to make a leg lower. And I'll get into 4 trades on this level. If it can get down there. Here's 1, 2, 3. 4. Okay. I'm going to get in. This is turning into a pretty big layer, so I'm going to get in a couple more as it gets to these last pivots here. So that's 5. 1 more. And now I really need to take losses on the top side if I get some profit, in case this market runs away, which it might do. Okay, 1 last long. There we go. I can get any profit. I'm going to take losses off the top side. I'm going to zoom back in here so we can see what's going on. Taking a little bit of profit. Going to just start. I kind of needed to hit these couple trades, so it's just trying to trigger this 3-bar reversal right here. See if it can do it. If it pops back down, I'll just add another long. Okay, there's a little profit, so I'm going to just take the loss off the top, and then I'll get ready to do it again. Add. Oh, it was a bit early there. 2, 3. If it pushes a bit lower, I'll get another long or 2 on. But that was a confirmed 3-bar reversal over here. So we'll see which way it's going to go. Could just be a little consolidation spot. Okay, 1 on. And hold in case it breaks lower. Starting to trigger the 3-bar reversal for the downside. Okay, didn't quite make the break yet to the downside. It's going to give it another try. Here it goes. Zoom back out. So if I can get down all the way back to these lows, I'm going to get into another probably about 6 trades in this zone. Just going to maybe do the 5-minute chart and see if it makes it a bit easier to see. How about the 15? It's actually a little bit easier to see with the 15-minute chart, so I'll just leave that here for now. So now we've got a 26 pip run from that pivot down to where we're at. So if we can make it down to this next support zone, it's a really good spot for a bounce. So I will get into a heavier trade down there. If it does drop all the way down, I'm going to get into 8 trades down there in that zone. I'm going to go back down to the 1 minute chart just so we can see what's going on. Looks like we're getting a turn on the 1 minute chart for a 3-bar reversal on that candle. Okay, this bar is closed strong above and actually coming back into above that support level I'd drawn in. Let's go zoom in here just for a second. The market has closed back over these highs, so this is a good signal for it to head back up. We'll see what happens. If it drops down, I'll probably get another couple trades in. If it pops up, we'll hopefully take some profit. Okay, another strong close to the upside. Okay, just a really small bar. And we'll look at the 5-minute chart now. And we've got a potential nadir candle. Oh, Larry, you're saying 840 USD FOMC member Bowman speaks. I'm going to pull that back up. Oh, yeah. That's at 9:40. So we've got 25 minutes till Bowman speaks. Something to be aware of. How you doing this morning, Larry? So 1 minute chart is just a little indecisive. It's trying to turn back down to the downside. Trying to trigger a 1 bar, 3 bar reversal in here. And a body close right on the previous high. It's actually a little bit, the close is below the body close of the previous candle. So now we're getting a little reversal coming in. And right at the moment, we're also seeing this little shoulder over here and then a little shoulder over here. Kind of a little mini inverse head and shoulders coming in. So a perfect spot for a leg up. I'm going to stretch one of those targets out just a little bit more, just to get under these body highs. And we'll see how this 1 minute bar closes. And it's closing just on those highs. So not the greatest trigger, but kind of a trigger for that little head and shoulders. Oh, Larry, I just was asking how you're doing this morning, trading wise. All right, taking a little bit of profit on the longs. And a strong close on the 1 minute bar. So I think on the 5 minute chart, we've got a 3 bar reversal. On the 1 minute chart, we've got a little inverse head and shoulders. So good reason for it to, and we actually have a rejection to the downside. The market tried to break and hold below these previous lows on the 5 minute chart, and it turned back up below. So it's a pretty good spot for it to have a leg up. Doesn't mean it's going to, but we will see. I'm going to add to my buy position just a little bit here. Oh, not quite a good spot. Taking a little bit more profit on those longs. I'm just being slow to take off my risk on the upside right now because the market is showing a good strong turn. But I do need to start taking losses off that top side. Oh, I just missed my opportunity. Maybe I was too slow. You closed out early on the UJ. It should have waited. Were you trying to catch a running trade, or why was it early? Closed out early. I'm kind of kicking myself. I didn't close one of those upper positions for the loss when I had that opportunity. Just starting to take a little profit on those longs. I'm going to get one of those losses off this time. Right here. Don't want to miss that opportunity. Okay, just taking a little bit of profit again. I'm going to start to build a little short in here. Just took one more profit on the longs. And a strong close to the upside. Take another short. Oh, just missed it. I was about to get into another short and I missed that opportunity. I'm going to go for a long right in here. Just because there's a really strong close to the upside on the bulls. So I'm going to get into another one. And I'm going to take profit on that short. Oh, yeah, that was the short. I took the profit early because I didn't quite get my target inside this red line. And so it was running into that. So I just took my profit early. So the short profit was a little bit early, 0.7, so 70 cents rather than my $1. But it was just at a spot where it was likely to bounce. So I think it was just a good call to take the profit when it was there. And there's some more profit on the long side. Just have a look at that 5-minute chart. It's a really strong reversal at the moment. Look at the 15. Got 2.5 more minutes on that 15-minute bar. So if it pushes up, I'll just take some shorts. Actually, I'm just going to be slow here. Just going to act slow because it's just gaining strength to the upside now. Just get one short in there. Hey Larry, I'm just shooting for 2 pips on my trades. 2 pips per trade. And they're just 0.05 lot size. So they're only making $1 for 2 pips. Okay, market is making its way into those profits. That was why I was going to just be slow on the shorts as it's gaining that strength. So if it can hit those targets, I'm going to get another short in. All right, there's one profit. I'm going to add a short right there. And another one, just slowly as we approach that line. And taking a little profit on the short side. Gonna get back into a long. pushes back up, I'm going to take another short. You can see we're starting to, these candles are flickering. So we might see some good tug of war back and forth in here. So I'm going to be happy to play both sides at the moment. But we could see a bigger candle on the upside or the downside as this flickering comes in. I'm going to get into one more short as it's pushing up. Then if I can take my shorts and get profit, I'll also peel off a loss on the downside. So rather than doing that, I'm just going to move my short target up into this stack. So now we know it will just do it automatically. So I'm controlling my risk and my loss by moving my take profit up into a high probability spot above these highs right here, keeping my targets above those highs and right on that last candle pivot as well. So it's a pretty good high probability spot that it can hit. And so I'd rather take a really small loss on that downside than be stuck with it in case it keeps going up from here, which it might. Yep, 2 pips. That's what you thought. Yeah, it's just in a 10K account, maybe you'd expect maybe I would trade with a mini lot rather than a half mini and get $2. Occasionally I'll do that, but I prefer to trade a little bit lighter and have a little bit more trade volume that I can work with. So I prefer to go a little lighter so that I can use more trades and just blanket the market a little bit more than having to be as precise. I just prefer that flexibility. Okay, there's one last trade to the top side. And now we've got 3 positioned 2 layers to the downside. So either way is good. Okay, just took profits on that up leg for the bull side. And you're working on getting out of those bear trades. That's what I said for myself to go slow there, and I guess I was slow, but I just felt that leg was going to come in higher. We got that leg. It's okay. I do believe we're going to see some good up and down all through here. Okay, and wick to the top side. So I'm glad that profit got taken and triggering the downside again. If it can push into that stack, I'll add along again. Just missed it. Now we've got this as an apex candle. We could see consolidation right inside here. And how much space do we have? We've got a little bit over 4 pips of consolidation range. So I will, if it pops back up, I'll take a couple more trades to the short side. And if it were to dip down, I'll also buy it. See if I can play both sides of this little consolidation. Okay, just a little more push down. Okay, there's one push down, so I'm going to buy. If we can hit that profit stack, I'll also get another buy. Okay, strong close to the downside. And just starting to take profit. There we go. There's the profit stack on the downside, so I'm going to add another long. I'm going to go long again on this push down. I think this is kind of what I was expecting, is to see this up and down movement, which has been decent. I haven't capitalized totally on that. Just took quite a few losses while trying to not let the market get too far away from me. So the gains aren't the greatest, but we're still going up. I just didn't want that market. I was a little bit hesitant when that started to run down. I was thinking, oh boy, if it really takes off and keeps going down, I'm going to need to be careful with the amount of trades I'm putting in. So the gains aren't the greatest, but the risk mitigation has been good. That's what's important. Keep that downside protected. And now we can take some profits in this consolidation area. Maybe add a little bit more into the account. So I'm going to go for a short here as well. There's profit on the long. And just took profit on the short. I'm going to go long again. I think this is the area where I'm going to be able to make some decent money back and forth. And there's the profit on the long side again. So I'm also going to short it here. And now we just got opportunities on both sides. So just let it do its thing. And now I'm seeing the potential for a consolidation range to be all the way from here all the way down to here. And if we get a range like that, that is just a sweet spot for my style of trading. So I'm going to short it while it's heading up. and it's just running right. And there we go. Profits on the buy. Now, if it pushes up, I'll get another short in. Okay, as it pushes up, I'm getting ready to short it. There's one there. Okay, as it pushes up to that high, I'm going to short. Now we've got a layer. We've got a layer here, kind of one bigger layer and then one smaller. There's two layers here spread out to the short side. And potentially in this consolidation range. We'll see. It might break out to the upside now. Okay, it's starting to kind of fake out on the top side. Then we're getting a turning, a 3-bar reversal back to the downside. There's the trigger in there. So this may be our new apex candle. And it's kind of a bearish close, but it's more of a bullish signal with the wick on the bottom. So if it drops, I'll add a buy as well. Yeah, I'm gonna add a buy right here, and that puts my target inside that recent high. So that's all right there. Now we've got an opportunity to make money on both sides again. Okay, looking to push back down with a strong close to the downside. So if we can hit some profit targets, I'll add a buy. Lots of movement in here. Just going to add one short right here as it's making its way back up to the top. And see if I can squeeze a little bit more out of this consolidation range. Okay, almost hitting profits. There's profit on the buy. I'm going to short it again. And one more time at the top, right there. Okay, now I got to hold because I'm a little heavy on the short side, but I'm also okay with that. Oh dear. Okay, now it's starting to take off. Nah, I'm not concerned about it. Should get lots of opportunities for back and forth in here. Yeah. Let's add another short. And we're coming up to 10 minutes to the top of the hour, or the bottom of this hour. Add one more short here. Now I got to be careful not to get too heavy. It's going to have to run up to this red line or this old high before I can get into another trade layer. It's just running into this high right here, this little resistance point. See if that holds. Okay, starting to see a potential apex candle come in here, and we just got to close below it. So that could be the turning candle, turning point for the 3-bar reversal. A bit of a nothing candle there. And just starting to take some profit on the shorts. If it bumps back up, I'll add back into that short position. Bit of a rejection to the downside, so we might see a little pop back up. Just taking a little bit more profit, just super slow here. Just creeping in favor. There's some more profit targets. And a strong close to the downside. And just take that one loss off the bottom. Just let that one sit for now. It's a strong candle to the downside, so if it pops back up, I'll just short it. Just want to see what that 5-minute chart looks like. And we do have engulfing bodies on the 5-minute, but not quite fully engulfing the pivot low. Okay, I'm going to just add one more short back in there. Comes in below the target's in a good spot. The target came in above that previous high, so that's a good spot for the target. You can see the volatility seems to be picking up a bit. And now we may have a 3-bar reversal coming into the downside. Taking profits. And I'm just gonna take that profit too there. Right in there. All right. Well, we are up $21 right before the new hour. I think I'm just gonna call it there for now, guys. Just call that a good session. It's a pretty good read. Had good back and forth movement. I'm gonna pull the trade history here. Just have a look at what we did. So started back here. We had some shorts on the top there. We bought this leg down, made some money on there, on that up leg. It came down, we bought and bought and bought, and made more money on that up leg. And then we sold this one and sold this leg, made money on those legs. So that was an excellent little session. Good money on both sides and good risk management as well. Constantly keeping the market and the targets close to us, shaving off the risk. That was a decent demonstration of risk management and how you can just play both sides too. So I think that was a good way to finish it up. And let's see what we made. So we're at $10,121.87 minus the starting balance, which I said we started at 10,133 cents. Equals $21.54. Divide that by the 10,133 cents times 100 to get the percentage. And we're at 0.21%. We got 0.21% in the account today. Decent little trading session. Yeah, thank you so much for showing up, guys. Really appreciate it. Love having both of you guys here. And it just if you want to text me or send me an email, I'd be happy to just try and help wherever I can too. I'm just still learning in my own journey too, so just good to learn together and grow together too. So really appreciate you guys. And I'm going to call that a session for today, and I'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern, right at the start of the New York session again. And I'll see you guys there. Have a good rest of your